and keep standing for a moment of silent prayer. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call for nominations. Oh, roll call. Oh, roll call? Yeah.
Tucker Whitman.
Here.
Andrew Dennison.
Present.
Benjamin Vitale.
Present.
Christopher Petrus.
Present.
Paul Pinckney.
Here.
Aileen McNabb Coleman.
Present.
Keith Batman.
Here.
Joseph DeForest.
Here.
Charlie Ripley.
Present.
Joseph Bennett.
Here.
Elaine Daly.
Here.
Timothy Lattimore.
Here.
Michael Didio.
Here.
Ryan Foley.
Present.
Patrick Mahunik.
Here.
I'd like to call for nominations for the legislative chairperson. Andy Dennison.
Yeah, I'd like to nominate Tucker Whitman.
Second.
Second.
Thank you, Paul. Are there any more nominations? Okay. Roll call vote or show of hands?
All in favor?
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Tucker Whitman, please come up.
I just got this new seat.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Tucker Whitman, do solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States,
Support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and faithfully discharge the duties
and faithfully discharge the duties
of Chairman of the Cayuga County Legislature.
of Chairman of the Cayuga County Legislature.
Thanks for the comfy chair, Pat. I figured you'd take it.
Do you want a new one? Want a new chair?
No, this one doesn't squeak. I'd like to call for nominations for vice chair. Mr. Bennett.
Yes, I'd like to nominate Legislator Lattimore.
Second.
Any discussion? Do we want to do a roll call or show hands? Brian wants a roll call.
How's that? Tucker Whitman,
Yes.
Andy Dennison,
Yes.
Ben Vitale,
No.
Chris Petrus,
Yes.
Paul Pinckney,
Yes.
Aileen McNabb Coleman,
No.
Keith Batman,
No.
Joseph DeForest,
No.
Charlie Ripley,
Yes.
Joseph Bennett,
Yes.
Elaine Daly,
No.
Timothy Lattimore,
Yes.
Michael Didio,
Yes.
Ryan Foley,
No.
Pat Mahonik.
Yes.
Passed.
Passed.
That wasn't easy. Nothing is.
I, Timothy Lattimore,
I, Timothy Lattimore,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York.
and I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of Vice Chair of the Cayuga County Legislature
Vice Chair of the Cayuga County
to
Legislature
the best of your ability.
to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Look for a motion to adopt Cayuga County Legislature Rules of Order.
Second.
Any discussion on them? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I would like to. So we'll start with a motion for a majority leader. Andy?
I'd like to nominate Mr. Didio.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Is there a selection for minority leader?
I'd like to move Keith Patton.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations.
Sign the book.
And come here and sit.
Is that the day of the weekend?
You need a hat, Keith, big round one.
Okay. You solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of New York, and faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Majority Chair and Minority Chair according to the best of your ability? Okay. Just sign.
Wife pick your answer something? Wife pick your answer something? I like it.
Is there a motion on ledge one?
I'll move it. Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? It's carried. Did I skip you?
You solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of New York, and faithfully discharge the duties of clerk of the county legislature to the best of your ability? I do.
And at this time, we will take a 10-minute recess for break and photo opportunities. Tim?
If we're gonna do a group photo, but yet you said we've got some executive sessions, I recommend we do that before the executive session, so people don't have to sit around here
You want to take your tie off?
that are
Yes.
taking the pictures. And that, I wanna take my tie off.
Ledge two. Do I have that? It's not on this one. Oh, it's on page two, but it's after the 10-minute recess. You want to do it before the recess?
You can.
Do you,
When we're supposed to.
Mr. Dennison,
Yes,
Did
sir.
you want to move Ledge 2 before the recess then? and get
Sure.
it over with?
Move it.
Second.
Any discussion?
Sheriff's pay?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's carried. Now, we can take a break, get pictures?
Absolutely.
Can't like the photo out there.
Well, I figured Brian was probably taking pictures rather than make him stay here.
Oh, I just have a series of things. It's old age.
I guess, I don't know.
At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to go into executive session on employment of a particular individual and contract negotiations.
Move it. Briefly.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
When do we go?
You leave? No.
Well, there's nothing else. All right, I withdraw my motion.
He has to recognize.
For Sheila and Randy coming back? So I'll jump ahead. While we're waiting. I'm honored to be up here. I appreciate the support. And I hope we can get some things done this year. We all have some different goals. In the end, I think we all kind of have the same goal. We're all here for the same reason. And I'd like to try and remember that. One of my big goals always has been and will be this year is highway. We're headed in what I think is a different direction. I'm not going to say it's the right direction or the wrong direction, but it's a different direction. So if nothing else, hopefully we'll learn something along the way. And I'd like to keep that ball rolling and see where it takes us. And hopefully the new structure under the DPW is going to work for us. And also under that is going to come, I would like to work on some sort of long-term capital plan. And I feel we have a good long-term planner in that department now. We also have somebody that can identify issues with our structures. And hopefully as a team, we can get that ball moving, because that ball, I think we've been pushing on it for quite a few years and it's not going anywhere. So if we could find a direction to head and go in it, I think would be at least a good start. I don't know if anybody else has this goal or any interest in it. I have since I got on here. It's always been talked about. It's been that elusive unicorn we all know about, and it exists, but we don't know how to achieve it or if we can. Mr. Petrus has a couple of times expressed an interest in redistricting, and a couple times this evening at least. And I think that's something we need to seriously look at. Mr. Lattimore's talked about it for years, and maybe it's not for us, but maybe it is, and now's our chance. Otherwise, we gotta wait for another round. So I think those are my big ones, and I'd like to keep the water moving as well. There's been a lot of progress made there, as far as finding a secondary source that can supply us as a community and keeping what we have clean. So those are going to be some of my big ones this year. And hopefully we can move in the same direction together on them. Other than that, communications and announcements and appointments and reappointments, there are none. As far as the committees are concerned, Amanda and Sheila will pass them out after the meeting. As far as the other committees, hopefully we'll all be sorted out by our January meeting. Some of them are going to be legislative appointments by the body. Some of them are chair appointments. There's been some digging as to see who actually does what. They're not all as they seemed over the years. So hopefully we can get those sorted out and do it right. I don't think there's going to be any committee reports. I've already said my piece. Justin, you don't have anything?
Just
Couple things, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
We talked with council about having a special meeting on January 10th after Health and Human Services to discuss our negotiating strategy before we go into collective bargaining, intensive negotiations. So we just wanted to make sure that was still worked for everybody, and then Sheila could schedule it. And we also talked about the need to have a meeting on the January 16th, which would be the second night of the second end of the second day of our 3-day intensive negotiation, to check in with the legislature for their input on the process. So those please save those 2 dates, and we'll get those to Sheila.
What time do you want the meeting?
Well,
5:36, whatever the legislature's
Well, one
preference.
after HH.
After
One on
HH.
16.
The 6
6 o'clock
better?
work? Let's do 6.
Probably do 6 for both, right? 'Cause the committee starts at 5:30.
Works for me. Any legislators have anything? Paul?
I just want to thank Pat for his year of service as chairman. It's not an easy task, no matter who sits up there, but certainly I'd like to thank him.
Mr. Lattimore?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to see us continue with the spine that we've been building with the 5G network with new Verizon. Hopefully, maybe someday you can have a hookup up there in the North Country.
Yeah,
New visions.
I'm going to run an extension cord to it. I can see it.
I got some extra fiber.
I don't want to know, Charlie. Andy?
Seeing Lattimore had to bring that up. Can we, later this month at the full edge meeting, get a report from you, Justin, as to where we are on the whole fiber thing? Because there's so many stories out there and so much frustration at one end of the county and not the other. And so,
I called the highway superintendent in Sterling when I left my house. I hung up when I pulled in the parking lot.
yeah,
It was
well,
all about that project.
the emails that, like, I've been getting, Ben's been getting, it's Joe DeForest, I think, has been getting them from that committee we were on a year or so ago. I think I forwarded some of them to you, Justin. There's just so many stories. People don't know what's going on, really.
See what we can dig up.
All right.
Ryan?
Left in the ground.
Yeah, Tucker, congratulations. It's kind of unplanned that I'm going to speak, but, I think for what it's worth, I just want to at least tell you my point of view for voting yes for you, was that you came in earnest, and one of your central themes for what you wanted, because I talked to you before this on how you wanted to go forward with 2019 if you were to get elected, and one of your central themes was communication and really working as an entire body to accomplish goals, and you reiterated that tonight, and I think that's really important, and so I hope that you stick with that throughout the year. I believe you will, and you'll be able to put in the time to do so, and I want to wish you the best of luck on that.
Thank you. Anybody else have anything for tonight? Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
You got a break.